Hi guys. So it's impossible for me to get on today. I've got no time. Usual crap. I literally everything has distracted me. Everything I wanted to do. Um yeah, so I've managed to I've my lovely boy Tino is here. He's in the background. I'm expecting him to climb on me and all lots of other things. So I did something was sent to me. Before I say the name, I did. Let's have a look. I did ask if she's not. I'll wait until right. So one of our researchers sent me something. She has said to me, um, it may not be genuine. So before I say her name, I wanted to confirm that I can say her name. So we know. Hi, Richard Boy. So we know. Obviously, we're talking. We're still on the Priscilla topic. Sorry, guys. I'm playing catch up. I've got literally about 5 different things that I want to do. I've got stuff with Derby Shaw, as you can see, is up on the screen, and Nestle. Both have sent me things I need to go through. Hi, Linda. We are going to do some other topics, but at the moment, I'm playing catch up. I'm playing catch up, yeah? So let me just I want to get another phone so I can see your messages. Let's hope this one works. I always like your messages on another phone. Let's see if it happens. I've been I didn't. You didn't know this, guys. I actually repair phones. Repairing phones is my other hobby. I've been repairing phones for years, for like 7, 8 years. Yeah, just I used to actually just as a hobby fix them and sell them just for fun, just for fun. Right. But now I just fix my family's phones. It's easier than you think, guys, to fix a phone. I do my own screens and batteries, and I can even change the buttons. And I'm pretty good with phones, guys. I'm pretty good. It's not actually that hard. You buy the parts off eBay and or Amazon, and away you go. So right, I've got your comments up. So don't throw away those phones, guys. I tend to like iPhones, but a lot of you will like Samsung and Android, all that kind of stuff. But I've always been a fan of iPhones. Right. So Amy, I've said the name now, haven't I? Our researcher. Your phone is in the post, yeah, man. It is quite irritating fixing phones. It's not something I take great pleasure in, but I have fixed a lot of phones. Yeah. Hi, Louis. Hi, Larry. So I wanted to read this. So something was sent to me. I don't know if this is genuine. The person who sent it me has also said it might not be genuine. Yeah. It's about that Priscilla has finally found another publisher to publish her the Elvis and Me Part 2. Yeah. Now, obviously, we already know. In fact, shall I show you it while we're here? I'll type it in the Priscilla new book deal. Now, she had a publisher. Everyone knows about this. Let's have a look. And I think, were they called Hatchet? Let's have a look. I wonder if it will come up. It might come up on Facebook. Let's have a look. So she had a deal, and then they pulled out. I'm sure it's on here. Let's have a look. Let's type it here. Priscilla book deal. Priscilla Presley book deal. Obviously, the fans are worried. Let's see if it comes up, guys. There, is that their book deal? There we are. Hatchet, Nabs, and Priscilla. This looks like it was announced May 6th, 2024. Lauren Marino at Hatchet Books has acquired the world rights to a memoir by Priscilla Presley, a headline to publish the Hatchet, a Renaissance literary talent brokered deal. And yeah, so it basically says we'll open up about the life after Elvis the passing of her daughter, Lisa Marie, and Lisa Marie's marriage to Michael Jackson, and forging her own identity as an actress and businesswoman, as well as offering never before shared intimate stories about her romantic life with Elvis. Surprise, surprise. The book is tentatively set for the fall of 2025. Now, as far as we know, this book deal fell through. Yeah? So we're going to click on those comments in a minute. We're going to read some of them. But I want to, before I do that, I want to read to you what Amy sent me. Amy, I'm sorry, the cat's out the bag. Amy has made it very clear to me this may not be genuine. Right? So, Priscilla Presley is a businesswoman, author, designated producer, and actress best known for her roles in television. Right? Let's see if I can post it to a comment and you guys can read it with me. Oh, oops. All right, oops. I just said it. Hang on, she's messaging me. Edit. I did say you said hold on to see if it's true. Do you want to join us? Do you want to join us? Right. Amy, I'm really sorry, because I didn't want to say that it was Amy that said it to me, because she did make it very clear that it might not be genuine. It might be bullshit. Yeah. So let me just I'm still going to read it out though, right? So where was it? So actually, no, I know what I was going to do. We're going to post it so we can read it. Okay. Okay. Hi, Hillbilly Cat. Hillbilly Cat, I did read your Hillbilly Cat. I read all of your stuff about the check, about Larry Geller. It's very interesting. Hillbilly Cat sent me some stuff. Hey, yeah. So, Amy, I did hold off a few minutes, waiting for your reply. I have told them, hi, it's Auntie Amy, our head researcher. I did say to them, it could all be bullshit. This thing I'm about to read out could all be bullshit. We don't know if it's genuine. I was going to post it on so I can read it as a comment. We've just read out the original press release that was done ages ago about Elvis and Me Part 2 from Hatchet. Obviously that has fallen through, hasn't it? So you're welcome, Hillbilly Cat. It was very interesting. Thank you. Please subscribe to Hillbilly Cat History. He's a new channel, and he's excellent. Very interesting. So I was going to post it to myself, right? Have I just done that? Okay. So let's go on here and let's read it together. Okay. I'll make it a bit bigger. Let's have a look. Where are we? Is it here? Right. Here we go. Right. It should come up on here. Here we go. I don't know if I can make it bigger. Probably not. Can I make it bigger? I can't see any magnifying glass. Doesn't matter. Let's read it together, yeah? So Priscilla Presley, remember Amy sent me this. Thank you, Amy. Very grateful. She has said it could be bullshit. Priscilla Presley is a businesswoman, author, designer, producer, and actress best known for her roles in television drama, Dallas, and Naked Gun movies. As the co-founder and former chairperson of Elvis Presley Enterprises, we could do a whole topic on that, couldn't we? Graceland into the second most, right, here we go. She is credited for turning Elvis Presley Mansion, Graceland, into the second most visited historic home in the United States. I have to laugh at that because we know that it's Elvis and his fans that turned Graceland's into the second most visited historic home in the United States, not Priscilla. Priscilla, yes, she was their spokesperson. It's a long story, guys. We've gone over it loads of times. It's very complex. But the bottom line is, it isn't successful because of Priscilla. It's successful because of Elvis, because of Lisa, because of the fans. So let's get real. Come on. Let's have a think. So Graceland, right, here we go. As a key architect of the Elvis Presley legacy, which is bullshit. Oh, I have to laugh at these comments. As the key architect of Elvis Presley's legacy. Does anyone here for a second think that Priscilla Presley is the key architect of Elvis Presley's legacy? Bearing in mind what we know, that this is a trash book that trashed Elvis for 40 years, a complete pack of lies, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes. This book is nearer the truth. So I laugh at that comment. I would say Priscilla has done most harm to Elvis's image, reputation, and legacy, and that she has milked, just an opinion for entertainment purposes, she has milked the Graceland cow for 40 years. More. Yeah? So don't be fooled, guys. Don't be fooled. Yeah, there we are. The city of Memphis and Vernon were the key architects. Thank you. She can't stand on her own for anything. Yeah, it's just, this write-up already is just insulting to Elvis. Yeah? And to the fans. And to Lisa. So as a key architect of the Elvis Presley legacy, whew, I could do an hour just on that one sentence. She has curated and produced albums. Is that a joke? I have to repeat that. She has curated and produced albums. That's one of the funniest things I've ever heard. Now, yes, she ties her name to things. She adds her name to things. People use her name because she touts herself as Elvis's wife. The person that saved Elvis. The reason we remember Elvis is because of Priscilla. Not, yeah. So yes, her name is used for albums. What else? For books, fake books. But we know that Priscilla, for decades, you had to go through Priscilla to get permission to do anything. Priscilla, EPE, all that, yeah? This is very frustrating that the world have had to go through Priscilla for anything to do with Elvis, which is an absolute joke. It's a travesty. You guys know my views about Elvis Presley Enterprises being sold off. Horrifies me, yeah? But anyway, that's just my opinions. So then it says films. Now we know that the films were a total joke. Even the TV melodrama, the 1988 one, which portrays Elvis in a terrible light, accuses Elvis of some disgusting things, was a joke. Priscilla and Jerry Schilling, I think, were co-producers, yeah, of that 1988 TV melodrama, miniseries, whatever you call it. But of course, then you've got the Priscilla film made by Sofia Coppola. That is an absolute joke. It's disgusting. It completely trashes Elvis, makes Elvis look very bad. Lisa Marie did not want that film made. We know this is all clear. We've said it all before a million times, haven't we, guys? So yes, fake books, fake films, albums that probably Elvis would not have agreed with. And then we've got the concerts honouring the late music's legend. So yes, Priscilla will go around the world, put herself in the limelight, in the spotlight, and promote these different productions, musical productions, and get loads of money. Wonga. Priscilla, yeah, Priscilla does it for money. For money. Remember this, guys. When you see Priscilla sat in an interview promoting anything, whether it be auctions for Bridget Cruz, GWS auctions, whether it be the Philharmonic Orchestra, you know, you name it, it's for money. for money. Always remember, money is the motivator. The fact that she sometimes praises Elvis. So my daughter's just come home. The fact that she sometimes praises Elvis, it's all, hi, I'm live. It's all based on money. Money. Remember that. What she can get. Who is that? Is that? All right. Lily. Oh, hi, Lily. You can't come in. I'm just talking. That's all. So my daughter's here cooking. Hi, Lily. Welcome back. Right. So let's read some of your comments, guys. Priscilla needs to stop this now. Yeah. Right. So let's give her a stroke. She'll be all right. Yeah, but she's going to do it. Come on. We all know it's inevitable that there's going to be a book 2. Elvis and Me Too. I wonder what she'll call it. Hi, Jane. I tell you what, when that book comes out, we are going to break it down bit by bit and we're going to tear it apart. Yeah. She is not the key aspect to keep Elvis's legacy going at all. If anything, most of the negative attention is because of her. Thanks, Elizabeth. Hi, Liam. It's almost like someone wakes up and goes, I'm going to write whatever story my head puts together. The thing I've learned about Priscilla is when she writes the book, it will be a reinvention of history, a rewriting of history. And everyone will fall for it. Everyone goes along with it. Now, obviously, we, the fans, are against it. Yeah. But everyone will go along with it. Everyone will go along with it. And the interviewers around the world interview her about this book. So I guarantee you she's going to do a book tour. Will believe every word she says. No one will disagree with her, except for the fans. The fans, we know better. If you keep repeating a lie long enough, Louis, it becomes the truth. The title of her book should be Disrespecting Elvis, Counting the Presley Penny. Good point, Helen. Very good point. How's it going, Liam? Right. Yeah, so we're saying it's actually a good topic for a video. What we should be calling the book. So how to make a living being an ex-wife. Don't tell my wife that. But let's have a look. So as I said, Scylla is running out of money again, but our money is on the go. Yeah, so come on. She stands to make some money, but it won't be the success of this. Come on, let's be honest. It won't be the success of this book. This book probably sold over 5 million copies of it. So 1985, different time, guys. The world was tricked and conned and lied to, and the scam book. I call that book a scam book. Millions fell for it. Millions fell for it. Unfortunately for Elvis. Yeah. So I wonder what she will call it there. That I'm interested to know that. If Priscilla had never met Elvis, she would have some affection for money she does today, or it's an acquired love through spending Elvis's money. The new book should be called I Don't Richie Boy. That's a good idea. Maybe it will be. Right. So I'm going to quickly read this. I've got to go because there's people in the background. So film and concert honoring the late music legend. She is living in Los Angeles near her son and grandchildren, where she continues her lifelong commitment to animal advocacy. I will say this about Priscilla. She does like animals. She does do stuff for animals. Yeah. We'll give her that. So this is the name of the author, I think. Mary Jane Roth is an award-winning college professor and writer honored with the NAACP Image Award for Best Biography and Autobiography with Ray Charles Robinson. Her collaborators span subjects as diverse as Judy Garland, Frank Sinatra, Piper Laurie, Mafia Hitman, Roy DeMeo, Congress member Nancy Mace, Softly, and As I Leave You with Priscilla Presley marks her 9th memoir. Her body of work also includes poetry and online grammar textbook for the second language student. She lived in her native Southern California. So is it real, guys? So do we have a name? Mary Jane Ross. Is that the name of the publishers? Mary Jane Ross. I'm just going to type that name in, and then I'm going to have to go, guys. Mary Jane Ross, and then I'll type in Priscilla Presley. Just see what happens. Presley. Just see what comes up. What's this here? No, doesn't mention anything there. No, I can't see anything. I do think Amy did have a good look anyway. So we don't know if that's genuine. Okay. I'll swap the names around. I'll swap the names around. So I'll put okay, I'll go get one. You can have one. Priscilla Presley. Mary. Okay, I'm coming to get it now. Jane Ross. I'm just interested to see if anything comes up. April the 14th. Right, so it's brought up one of her other ones. Softly, softly, as I leave you now. Hang on a minute. I want to click on that top link, just see if anything comes up on it. What is this? April the 13th. A title of a release. Right, is this it? Right, here we are. This could be it. Amy, that looks like it could be it. Let's have a look. Or is it? Yeah, Amy, does that look like it to you? I'll read it a second. Let's quickly check your comments. She left the horses to die after she took over. Someone was hired to do the tours and horses, and Jack sold it and they couldn't open animal control. Okay, I don't know anything about this. If you look upstairs, I will look it up. Thank you, Amy. See, again, I need more research. Plex. So, Amy, does this look like it? Let me just read it to you. Elvis Day by Day, your daily news and reviews blog. Right? So, does it give a date? Let me just read this top bit. April the 13th, Softly As I Leave You, Life After Elvis, a memoir. The title and release date of Priscilla's follow-up Elvis and Me memoir revealed a new 336-page book titled Softly As I Leave You, Life After Elvis, a memoir will be released as both paperback and signed edition on September the 23rd by Hachette. All right, this is the original one. The Hachette one. Yeah, but let's still read it. It's not that long, then I'm going to have to go. The long-awaited memoir, Priscilla Presley, chronicles a difficult, inspiring journey beyond the walls of Graceland. So Priscilla Presley divorced from Elvis and left his fans. At least it says they divorced. How could she leave the man every woman wanted? From the outside, life in the Elvis mansion looked glamorous and enviable. In many respects, it was. But inside the mansion, her husband was constantly surrounded by male entourage, while at the gates, lines of beautiful women. So, this is going to trash Elvis, isn't it? Hopefully, right. From the time she was 17 years old, the life was all Priscilla had known. During her 10 years with Elvis, it became painfully, she had no idea who she was outside the world, which is just such bullshit. It's such a load of crap. How can you not know who you are at that age? But anyway, let's have a look. The only way to find herself was to leave the world and seek a new life of her own, which is bullshit. She had a very full life, and people fall for this. This is the problem, guys. People fall for this. Oh, thanks, Amy. $70 for an autograph. So, Softly As I Leave You is a deeply personal story of what Priscilla lost and what she found when she walked away from the man she loved. So she, even that, she walked away from the man she loved. It's just such bullshit. She ran off with Mike Stone and secretly shagged him for a year, and then eventually left home to live with him and took Lisa with her away from her father. Lisa was forced to live with a stranger, Mike Stone, the karate guy. Come on. So all this thing about, where is it? Deeply personal story. Priscilla lost what she found when she walked away from the man she loved. Yeah, to another bed and got bonked. Despite the legal separation, their love for one another transformed into a touching and tender dynamic that endured until Elvis's death 4 years later. What the hell was that? Let me read that again. Softly As I Leave You. Am I missing something here, guys? If the deeply personal story of what Priscilla lost and what she found when she walked away from the man she loved despite the legal separation. What is that? Their love for one another transformed into a touching, tender dynamic that endured until Elvis's untimely death 4 years later. Does anyone believe that? They were bloody arguing over money all the time. A lot of money. There was 2 divorce settlements. The second divorce settlement was brutal and was still going on when Elvis died. They were arguing about Lisa all the time. So what is that? Tina, just turn it down a bit. So why do people believe this rubbish? Shattered by Elvis's passing. She was in bed with... Amy, who was she in bed with when Elvis died? Can I ask you? Amy or no? Let me just think. What, at the time of... I knew this the other day because we were looking it up, the different boyfriends. Who was she? Let me just work it out. So he died in 77. So she was just about to meet Michael Edwards. So who was she? Had she met? No, she hadn't met Michael Edwards, had she? Had she? Tell me, Amy, you're going to know. All right, Ellie, the hairdresser. Ellie Azira. Is that it? Ellie Azira. So she was in bed with someone when she found out Elvis died. Right. Did he come with her to the funeral? Amy, did he come with her to the funeral? I don't know. Let's keep going. Shattered by Elvis whilst Ellie Azira was bonking her. Yeah. She had reinvented herself a second time as a single mother of a talented, often headstrong daughter. Of course, we're always reminded that, oh no, Lisa Marie was headstrong. Yes, she was a teenager and abuse was happening. Was about to happen, wasn't it? Abuse was about to happen. It depends the timeline of this, yeah? Michael Edwards, the abuser. In my opinion, for entertainment purposes, just an opinion. Often headstrong daughter who never really recovered from her father's death. Well, I agree with that. Priscilla dedicated to motherhood and was enriched by the birth of a second child. Oh, does anyone really believe this? Priscilla threw her daughter into Scientology and summer camps and went off shagging different men, chasing men, while she pursued her career in acting, in TVs, in movies, in that stupid animal program, Those Amazing Animals, Bissambo, clothing salon, promoting products. What products were they, guys? Perfume, bed linen. Priscilla would leave poor Lisa Marie with the abuser for weeks on end so she could pursue her career. But here it says Priscilla's dedication to motherhood was enriched by the birth of her second child, Navarone, which was years later, by the way. There's quite a big gap. Isn't there a massive gap between Elvis dying and eventually Navarone being born? Yeah, Isn't it a massive gap? Tell me, Amy, do you know, before Navarone comes along, what is the gap from Elvis dying to Navarone being born? Obviously, her meeting Marco Garibaldi Garcia, the fake Italian person who really was Brazilian and was a con man. Yeah. Yeah, it is irritating. Lisa, headstrong speaking from the grave now. Watch out, Priscilla. I know who did not come to the funeral with Priscilla. Linda Thompson, who Priscilla barred from the plane. Right. I think Linda Thompson was at the funeral, though. She wasn't allowed on the plane. Is that right? Right, let me just keep going. I'd like to know when Navarone was born, actually. The gap. Because this write-up is sort of jumping forward, isn't it? So the birth of her second child, enriched by the birth of her second child, Navarone. And she gradually found her footing as a businesswoman. She gradually found her footing as a businesswoman. How about she completely ripped Elvis off? She placed a lien on Graceland, which gave her power. She convinced Vernon to make her executor, one of the executors of Gracelands, basically on behalf of Lisa Marie. He didn't really have a choice, did he? Because she was the mother of Lisa, and she had placed this debt that was still owed to her when part of this debt was still owed to her when Elvis died. Is that right? So yeah, she had leverage. So they didn't really have a choice, did they? They had to give her power. So that's how she became a businesswoman. And when we talk about Navarone, he's a damaged kid. Wasn't he a damaged kid? There's something seriously wrong with Navarone. He's become a damaged adult. So why did he become a damaged adult? What happened through his childhood? I don't know, guys. You tell me. You tell me. Right, so I'm just reading a bit more. So then it says, Priscilla dedicated motherhood to enrich by the birth of her second child. She gradually found her footing as a businesswoman. Bullshit. She had it all handed to her on a plate. On a plate. Actress, designer. Come on, guys. I know that I'm an Elvis defender, but that woman could not act. Priscilla cannot act. Designer, who was saying one of her boyfriends, was it Kirk or was it Ellie? One of them laughed at her design, her clothing design, saying they were terrible. And legislative, what's that say? Legislative advocate. Oh, what? Yeah, you don't go near it because it's hot. And it's Yasmin's, it's Talia's food. Let's have a look. And as she gradually found her footing as a businesswoman, she transformed Graceland into an international designation and helped guide the development of Elvis Presley Enterprises. Oh, my God. Oh, do we have to? It was already planned, guys. Look up Morgan Maxfield, Jack Sodden. Look up Memphis City, Vernon, even Colonel Tom Parker. They were all involved in this brilliant idea on behalf of the fans and the family to make Graceland a living museum. Come on. Let's face it. It was never going to get sold. It was never going to get disbanded or broken up. It was always going to be preserved as a living museum because it was such a massive benefit for Memphis. It was a no-brainer. There's no way Memphis City were going to let that get ruined and torn apart. Priscilla tries to tell us that she saved the building. It was her idea to open the museum. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. She takes credit for it. She reminds the public again and again and again that it's all because of her. She reminds the public that she's the reason Elvis is remembered. She reminds Lisa Marie when she was alive that the reason Elvis wasn't forgotten is because of Priscilla. It's all bullshit. Do some research, find out the truth. It's bullshit. Unfortunately, for a while, Lisa fell for it. God rest her soul. We miss her. She would sit there in interviews with her mother, Priscilla, and her mother would look at her and say, I saved Graceland. I will not let that happen. And then what happens years later? Elvis Presley Enterprises, 85% of it all gets flogged. And I think it's a travesty. It's a travesty that Elvis Presley Enterprises, 85% of it was sold. I would never accept that that was a good thing, no matter what the circumstances are. And I do, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes, think Priscilla was a big part of the reason that happened. A lot of money was changing hands, a lot of back pocket money. She even got paid $6.3 million for the name Presley. And she even, I think, sold the name Graceland. So we could go on and on, couldn't we, guys? If I'm wrong about anything, please put it in the comments. Shattered at the loss of 3 immediate family members, years later brought Priscilla to her knees. She shares her journey with a quiet dignity that will conform and reassure anyone who has suffered and survived seemingly unbearable loss. Now, I don't want to sound like a cold-hearted person. Yeah? I understand loss. Losing a loved one, losing a family member. But come on, guys. Does Priscilla Presley look like she is mourning? When Priscilla Presley goes around the world doing these Comic-Con events, personal appearances, signing autographs for cash, pictures for cash, getting chased down the road by paparazzi, getting applauded wherever she goes, does that sound like a grieving woman that has lost 3 people? I'm guessing they're talking about her mother, Ben, and Lisa. Look at the words, guys. Shattered at the loss of 3 immediate family members. Now, anyone else would be. Anyone else would be shattered. Does anyone for a second that watches Priscilla as she goes around the world doing her thing think she looks shattered? She looks like she's grieving. Does anyone think that? I wish she did. I wish Priscilla showed her grief. I would say the opposite. I would say Priscilla is loving life. Loving life. That's how she comes across. I can only say as it looks. Yeah? So let's read some comments, guys. I know I sound a bit cold and heartless, guys, but that's how it looks. Yeah. Scylla thinks because EP bonked her a few times, she's a queen. Yeah, she wanted to be Elvis. Come on. It eventually emerged, the secret Priscilla that she hid from us really wants to be Elvis and is being treated like Elvis as we speak. It's crazy. It's crazy. The documentary's like always shocked at the amount of money Elvis spent during his life, but Priscilla has far exceeded any record Elvis set. And Priscilla, I keep saying this, was a big part of the reason Elvis had run out of money. I know Elvis was a big spender, but Priscilla took a load of it on the second divorce settlement. Elvis couldn't even afford to pay her. He had to pay her in installments. As Amy says, a deed of trust was created. A lien, a debt was placed on Graceland, Elvis's home, to guarantee that Priscilla gets her installments of money. And there was still a lot of money owed when Elvis died. Priscilla is a big part of the reason Elvis was short on money. Elvis had to work so hard to keep the money coming in to pay the bills. You get it, guys? If anything happened to my kids, God forbid. So, yeah, you're right, Richie boy. And we all feel the same way. All of us have families. We all know how we would react, yeah? There's something not right with the way that Priscilla is reacting to these deaths. We are all gutted that we've lost Lisa. We're gutted. We can't believe it. You don't see that. You don't see that from Priscilla. I know that I sound heartless, guys, but I say it how I see it. I'm not even being hateful. I find the whole thing crazy. I think Priscilla likes to make sensational things to say to make people believe her. Linda, you say, no, I'm being honest. Thank you, Linda. Yes, she was so shattered, she sued straight away. Good point. That is such a good point, Amy, that she loses her daughter and within months she's suing, contesting the wishes of Lisa to give her inheritance to her kids. It doesn't add up, does it, guys? It's all bonkers. It has been said that she laughed when Elvis died. Yeah, I've heard that story. It's not hateful, Louis. It's her actions that speak for themselves. Yeah, we have to say it, guys. We have to. We, the fans, the Elvis fans, have to say this. As cold as it sounds, we have to say it. So it says here she has survived seemingly an unbearable loss. What a joke. A passionate, compassionate, and inspiring story of finding your place in the world softly as I leave you is a sweet southern melody that will take the reader with Priscilla along a long road home. Now, Amy, have you heard this before? This is the first time I've read this. And even the title, Softly As I Leave You. It's the first time I've read that. Amy, can I just ask you, have you read this before? And obviously this is Hatchet, but let's keep going. About the authors. Priscilla Presley is a businesswoman, author, designer, producer, actress, best known for her roles in television dramas, Dallas Naked Gun, co-founder and former chairperson of Elvis Presley Enterprises. I don't doubt that she was involved in that, because wasn't Elvis Presley Enterprises all about getting all the money? Suing loads of people, getting all the money. Anyone that was making money from the Elvis Presley name, Priscilla wanted all of it. Wasn't that the point of Elvis Presley Enterprises? Yeah. She is credited with turning Elvis Presley Mansion, Graceland, into the second most visited history. Yeah, well, I've already read this. It's bullshit. Now, it says here she lives in Los Angeles near her son. Obviously, we all know she's very close to Navarone. We're all upset with Navarone, the things that he's said and done. But he is a damaged person. Priscilla is his parent. So she must bear some responsibility, and Marco, for how damaged Navarone is. Yeah? Because you look at pictures of Navarone as a 12-year-old boy, he looks pretty normal. You see him as a young adult, something ain't right, guys. Where she continues her lifelong commitment to animal advocacy. So is that true? Is there a lifelong commitment to animal advocacy? Obviously, Amy has told us there's more to it. Let me just quickly check your comments, guys. Yeah, Richie, I agree with you. She carries on as if nothing has changed. I think all of you will agree with this. Priscilla has carried on like nothing happened. Nothing. Nothing's changed. Doesn't make sense. It's new today, Louis. I sent it to you. All right, this one here. Right, okay, so what it is, Amy, just the bit that's confusing me, Amy, you put me right, please, is that I saw the words hatchet. Hatchet, where was it? There, here we go. I don't know if you can see, Amy, at the top. This is the bit that's confusing me, yeah? So is it still Hatchet? Because it says here, released as both paperwork and signed hardcover edition on September the 23rd, 2025 by Hatchet, the book group, the Grand Central Publishing. The book will also be available in other languages. So what my question to Amy is it still Hatchet? Is it still Hatchet? That's my question. Is it the same people? Is this person Mary? Yes, I went to both pages. Yeah. So do we think, so Amy, can I just ask you, do we think this is the most up-to-date release on what's happening with this Elvis and Me 2 book? Is this the most current thing? Right. So here, releasing a hard paperback same day sounds like independent publishing. Amy, I'm suspicious of the suggestion for Elvis to sell his rights to his music in the second divorce. Yeah, no, definitely. People say that he was forced to sell his pre-1973 recording rights so that he could pay Priscilla because she was demanding so much money. Right, yes. Okay, so we've had that confirmed. So Amy, thank you, Auntie Amy. So this is new, guys. This is new. It's going to be interesting. I wonder. I noticed there's a video here. Elvis Day by Day, the year in review. Oh no, that's something else. Oh, there's a bit more here. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I think, is that everything? No, there's no comments with this. So I wanna try and see if I can save this, because I wonder if it will leave comments. I do like it when these things have comments. I can't see any. So let's just look at what the website is. Elvis Day by Day, your daily Elvis news and reviews blog. Right, okay, well, I've never seen this before, but it looks like it's on Facebook. It does say on here, it does say, join us. Okay, so that Louis, look it up, the song EP, Softly As I Leave You. I will do, Larry, thank you. Mary is a different co-author than she had under Hatchet. Right, okay. Yeah, Mary, it's a Hatchet job. Hi, Frederick. Unfortunately, I've got to go in a minute. The rights were sold before, but he may have known she was coming after him again. I wanted to send it to you since we had the book discussion the other day, so we had update info. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Amy. I used to play the 45 and cry a little. That song is a heartbreaker. Should we look it up, guys? Let me have a look. I'm just trying to make sure I read all your comments. Navarone was right. Here we are, Amy. So I mentioned Navarone just now, that he went from being a very normal child to being a damaged child. What happened? And Amy has just said he was left alone all the time. It's very sad, isn't it? Very sad, I think.
Don't touch that, because for my lunch.
Yeah, so I'm finishing that. So the animal advocate is a big cover-up. Thank you, Amy. So I'm missing some of your comments. Sorry, guys. Mary is a different co-author than she under. Right, let's have a look. Play it, Louis. It will make it more disgusting. Okay. 1 second. Right, okay. I'm going to play the song. Let me see if I can get it up. It's so Elvis. Let's have a look. I'll probably know it when I hear it. Softly. Softly. So my daughter's here with her mate. Shall I start singing? Softly As I Leave You. Okay, right. Let's get my earphones on. Otherwise it's going to echo. Okay, guys. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to go. I wasn't expecting to find that. Amy is the reason we're doing this. If Amy hadn't have sent that to me, we wouldn't have done this. So thank you, Amy, Auntie Amy, our main researcher. I used to watch Navarone's lives back in 2016, and he would be using drugs on Marco's patio. She didn't care, and he said that he didn't speak to his mother. Very sad, guys. Hi, Elizabeth. The song is heartbreaking. We're going to find out now, guys. So Amy used to play this and cry. Oh, it's so sad. Okay, guys, let's play it. So thanks for joining me, everyone. I've managed to squeeze this live in. Wasn't expecting to be able to, but I managed to squeeze it in, even though the kids are behind. So I'm going to go and spend some decent time with my little boy, Tino, and we're going to have some ribeye steak for dinner. So I appreciate, Amy, your help. All of you guys, thank you for your comments. Thank you for joining us. And we have done a couple of lives today as well. I'll read your comments as we go. Thanks to everyone. I send you all love. Here we go, guys. That's it, guys. Whew. I'll tell you what, that's hard to listen to. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, but very tough to listen to. Heartbreaking. Anyway, guys, see you later, alligator. In a while, crocodile. I need half an hour to snap me out of that. Thanks, guys. Love to all of you.